I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in the SRT, but it feel like a Rari. And she calling my phone, I'm blowing up, she say I'm sorry. I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. GoPro died, so we back on the iPhone, but like I was saying, ended up getting the Suede headliner put down, and it is perfect now, so I ain't got no issues anymore with it coming up. I let it cure overnight, and it has foam backing material on it, so everything looks good on it. We'll be starting on the suspension tomorrow, so I ended up getting some torsion keys. I got upper control arms, I got inner and outer tie rods, I got spindles for the front, and then I got a 2-inch leveling kit with shock extenders for the back. Probably gonna end up going with some 35s. I found a couple sets. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna throw them on these or if I'm gonna end up going with some 20s and 35s. Just depends on what I find within the next couple days. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this headliner put up. Then I'll show y'all once I get everything put up and in, and then we'll go inside, look at the parts that I got, and we'll go from there. So let's get to it. All right, so finally got the headliner in, and looks good. I got the visors in finally. Didn't put those in last time because I knew I was gonna end up doing this, but let's see if we can get some light in here for y'all. Probably get a better look. But yeah, everything looks good. Hasn't sagged down or anything. Before it was sagging like in this area and anywhere that there was like a big drop, so didn't put the oh shit handle back in. I just put a couple things back in just to put this thing back up. That I'm gonna end up using. But yeah, man, everything looks good all the way across. So everything's even, everything's painted black, and it looks a whole lot fucking cleaner than it did back whenever I first got it. So yeah, man, the inside of this thing is coming together. So all right, so we inside the shop, and we got spindles finally. Got the uppers, tie rods, inner and outer, level kit for the rear, got shock extenders, and I got my keys finally about to go ahead and start on the Yukon. So it's been a long time since I've been able to make a video like this working on my own shit, but it's always good. So about to go ahead and get started on ripping this thing apart. I'll show y'all the headliner real quick. Yes sir, ain't nothing drop, ain't nothing do shit. This glue is the truth. And this Suede, got it off Amazon, $74. Can't beat it. But yeah, man, about to go ahead and take these wheels off, get started with the front. So the plan is to throw these on, turn the keys up maybe about 3 or 4 turns, and then just see where it's sitting at. Once I kind of get it where I need it to be up front, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the back, get the leveling kit put in, so that way I can kind of see where I want the front to be, because I want the front to have like a 2 to 3 inch difference from the back, or at least, you know, somewhere around that area. So that's what I'm gonna try to get to today, and then yeah, hopefully we can transform this damn thing and make it look a whole lot better after this. All right, so getting down to ripping this whole front end apart. I got it in the air, got the keys unloaded and everything, and I got this side done right here, or pretty much taken apart. I'm gonna have to use some shock extenders that I got laying around for now, because the shocks that I have are for a different style, so I'm gonna end up having to wait on my rough country shocks to come tomorrow. I just ordered those. They're 6-inch rough country shocks. So what I'll probably end up doing for now is going ahead and just clearing out whatever I can, just so that way I ain't got to worry about too much. And then I'll probably wait to get it aligned sometime next week. We're gonna go ahead and get back to it, so that way we can go ahead and put in all the new parts. And then once we're done, I'm gonna try to get the rear done, get an alignment, just a quick one just to get home, and then we should be good to go, man. I'm gonna probably end up getting in here and doing a little bit of wire wheel just where I can see it in this area. I'll worry about that stuff down there later on. But right now I just want to get everything in here cleaned up and painted black. So take me a little extra time, but it'll be worth it, just so that way when I look in here, it ain't just fucking surface rust everywhere. So let's go ahead and get back to it, get this side ripped apart, finish this side, and then we'll start putting some stuff on. All right, so I got this side situated and taken apart. Got this side drying off. I had ended up getting the frame a little bit wiped off. I just used some rough little sandpaper and a little bit of a wire wheel just to kind of get some of the, you know, hard rust and flaking paint and shit that was on here off.
Got that off, put some flat black paint on it, and then just letting it dry for now. About to go ahead and cut this bump stop piece off. Probably gonna just cut a little bit off of it, like a little notch, until I at least get a bigger lift set up. Then I'll just probably shave it all the way off. Not too sure, I might do that shit now. But all right, so had a couple issues, but ended up solving them a little bit, at least until I get everything situated tomorrow. But got the uppers in, got the shocks back in. Had to grind some of that little plate, the bump stop plate, off to fit that shock with the shock extenders in here. Got the new tie rods in, inner and outer, new uppers in. Got the new spindles in, those fit pretty decent. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty much done with the front. It took a lot longer than I expected, but you know, like I said, it's just how shit goes sometimes. But gonna go ahead and get everything tightened up and ready to go, so that way I can throw the tire on both sides, get it aligned somewhat, and then throw the rear spacer in. And then after that, we should be good to roll out, because I'm way later than I thought I was gonna be. I thought I was gonna have this shit done pretty quick, but of course, you know, you gotta do a little finesse whenever you're doing these spindles and shit like that. But all right, so we got it on the ground. I'm gonna at least try to get this adjusted as best I can until I get the rear lift in. Right now the front isn't where it's going to be at completely. Like I said, I'm gonna get that rear spacer in, and once I get that in, I'll adjust accordingly with the front, and then that'll be pretty much solid and good to go. But yeah, I'm about to go get my car real quick so I can come back, because I'm definitely not gonna be driving this shit back today. Just because I don't want to rush it and then have to fucking limp it home to limp it back and have to fucking work on it again tomorrow. So yeah, man, I'll show y'all a little bit better of a fucking look once I get everything off again, and then I end up putting the struts in. But yeah, that's pretty much it so far. So like I said, I'm gonna clean up, go get my car, and then we'll get back, try to see what else we can get done, and then we'll just go from there. All right, so back in the shop, just got my car and everything, but getting down to the rear lift. I already got this side put in, just shock extenders that I ordered. Just got to put the bolt through, and then a 2-inch level for the rear. Getting around to getting this side done. Once I get this side finished up, I'm gonna set it on the ground. I'll let y'all see kind of what it looks like. All right, closing out for the day, and like I had said in the last clip, I got the rear lift done, so got the 2-inch level in there, and I kind of cleaned up the frame a little bit in the back too, just to kind of make it a little bit easier to look at. But got the shock extender in there too, so 2-inch level kit and shock extender added in the back. And as far as I can see right now, it's pretty level. The angles and everything are completely flat down there, so we're gonna try to stretch that out as much as we can to get just a couple more inches out the front, and then we should be pretty solid. But yeah, that'll be pretty much it for the rest of the day. But yeah, man, just getting the grind in. Hopefully my rough country shocks will be here tomorrow, and I can throw those in maybe before the end of the day. If not, then like I said, it'll probably be Saturday or Sunday. It's looking good, everything is tight, so all I'm gonna do is redo the front end once I come back in, and then we should be able to pull her out and get this alignment straight, because this shit is ridiculous, boy. Check y'all out in the morning. All right, so we back in the shop. It is Saturday, and finally got the rough country shocks in, so we're gonna be fixing all this shit here, and hopefully turning it up some more, so that way I can have just a slight little lean. I don't want to be too crazy. I just want a little slight baby lean, and that'll be perfect enough for me. Ended up getting me a new plate. I just put that on there from Big Red just to have some memories, but brand new backyard built banner and plate for the new build, man. It's getting exciting now. I don't know, man, it's really making me low-key happy building another fucking truck again. But yeah, let's go ahead and do it, and get this front end fixed, and should be good to go after this, man. All right, finally, so got the brakes changed on here because these were fucking toasted that I took off, but everything else is good to go. Got the rough country shock in here. Got it good on both sides. Tighten up the sway bar links, tighten up the tie rods, and I greased everything, so everything is good to go. Here are the old brake pads for the driver's side. Them bitches was, yeah, they was done. The passenger side wasn't that bad, but since I already had it off, might as well replace both sides. Just moved these wires and stuff out the way. Kind of got it to where, you know, everything will at least clearance. this is loose. Just want to make sure that I got full clearance and make sure it don't rip the damn wire off whenever I go to turn. So that's the reason why I leave these loose sometimes, just to make sure. I'm gonna get a bracket and then I'll just connect that shit there, but not gonna worry about it right now. It's out the way and it'll do what it does. I got these 1/4 inch spacers right here that are gonna be just on here for now until I end up getting my 2 inch spacers tomorrow. So I'm not gonna be driving this thing back home today. I'll probably wait until tomorrow or Monday and drive it back to my house whenever I get the spacers in, because yeah, I don't want to risk it you know, fucking up the tire or fucking up one of them wires in there. So I'd rather just play it safe. It's not ruining anything by sitting here. So yeah, man, about to go ahead and get this thing on the ground, get the wheels on it, turn the keys up to where I want them. I know now that I need to go a little bit higher than I did before, just so that way I can sit kind of like how it's sitting now, just maybe plus or minus an inch. So get up under here, I'm gonna turn these keys up, and then we'll throw the wheels on and see where we can get her. All right, so we got it on the ground finally, and I'm about to just pull it out and make sure it's the height that I like before I call it a day. But everything's coming out good. I got the camera pulled out somewhat decent on this side, and it's almost straight up and down. I'm gonna pull it out and pull it back in real fast. This side not so much. Still got a little bit of caster in it, coming out a little bit, but the tire is also a little flat, so can't really deal with that too much. As long as it drives straight, I really don't even give a damn at this point. So I'm gonna tighten up these camber bolts, and then we're gonna pull her out and see how she looks. So let's get to it. And I put my little license plate shit back on there. Y'all know how I get. All right, so here she goes. So got 3 inch Chevy keys, 3 inch spindles, rough country shocks, some Amazon special upper control arms, and everything looked good up in here. Better than that rusty shit that was in here before. So yeah, ain't really got a big crazy lean on it. Maybe got an inch or two difference, but she looked good, man. I might just keep it like this until I get some tires on it and then see how it looks. Then I can change it from here or change it from there. But damn, these nats are fucking insane. Took her down the road and she drives pretty straight, and she looked good. I took some scenic shots and it don't look like it's leveled at all. Everything looks good and I'm happy with it. So I guess next we'll be throwing the spacers on probably Monday, and then after that we'll probably be trying to take it to get alignment and get some tires, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, got all this stuff ready for Reggie stuff. I'm gonna let y'all see probably about a corner of it. Y'all ready? Oh shit. But yeah, y'all will probably see that next video. He got some crazy shit going on. I got like a million boxes. I went ahead and got mine out the way, just so that way I can take care of him on Monday. And yeah, next video about to be insane. So yeah, just stay tuned, man. We coming back, bro. We coming back. So hopefully this will be a fun time, getting our trucks back together and starting from the ground up with an older body, not a new body this time. And I'm enjoying it, man. I'm having fun. Not no competition, like I said. I just want to build a clean, better truck. And man, just look at that motherfucker. That bitch looking nice. That bitch sitting up. It ain't sitting on the ground no more. But yeah, like I said, man, catch y'all in the next one. If anybody got some 35s for a 17, let me know before I go buy some brand new Gladiators or Graps for a band, because that's pretty much how much they are new from what I'm seeing. The Grap is probably like 13, 14. If I gotta pay that, I might as well and throw them on them 17s with spacers and say fuck it. But if anybody has any that are like at least half tread or more that I can roll around on these, because I'm not planning on rolling on with these forever. But if y'all got some tires, let me know. I could buy them. 20s, 35s, or you know, 35, 12, 50, 17s. Just let me know, man. Hit me up on Instagram. If you need anything, let me know. But that'll be it for this video. So I guess I'll check y'all out as soon as I throw these spacers on here and give y'all a final look, and then that'll be pretty much it until we take it to blading for an alignment, exhaust, tint, and got to do an AC compressor.